now just 1 minute away from liftoff.
1 minute to liftoff. Vehicle to internal power.
So the first umbilical tower separating, the second will separate just 15 seconds before launch. We heard the ground propellant feed's been terminated. The Soyuz now on internal power, just about 20 seconds away from launch.
Launch command issued for ignition. Second umbilical tower separates.
The second umbilical tower has retracted. You can see the engines firing now, going up to flight speed and liftoff. Shane Kimbrough, Sergei Ryzhikov, and Andrei Borisenko blasting off from Kazakhstan, making their way towards the International Space Station.
15 seconds.
Getting good calls from the teams out in Baikonur, everything looking nominal or normal throughout the flight so far. The first stage of the Soyuz delivering 930,000 pounds of thrust from those 4 strap-on boosters and single-core engine. Things looking fairly calm inside for the crew members, which are now rocketing over the Kazakh steppe. The first stage, measuring 68 feet in length and 24 feet in diameter, is going to be burning that liquid fuel for the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the flight.
Seconds.
Already 70 seconds into the flight, velocity of the craft now over 1,100 miles per hour. The next major milestone will be the jettison of the escape tower, that coming at about 114 seconds. Again, you're continuing to get live views inside of the cabin of the Soyuz spacecraft, already well in excess of 1,000 miles an hour, rocketing towards space. 1 minute, 45 seconds since liftoff. Continuing to get good performance calls from the ground engineers in the launch bunker. All of the different parameters on the Soyuz rocket continuing to look nominal or normal.
First stage separation.
And so the first stage, those 4 strap-on boosters at this point have been jettisoned, completing their job and dropping away. The Soyuz already at an altitude of about 28 statute miles, traveling in excess of 3,350 miles per hour. Again, the core stage, or the second stage, is going to continue to burn. Getting confirmation the launch shroud has been jettisoned, that protective shroud around the Soyuz spacecraft. So the spacecraft itself, you can see some light coming in the window just over Borisenko's head.
Launch shroud.
So the Soyuz now exposed. The second stage continuing to fire.
170 seconds, and second stage thruster is operating nominally, and the crew is feeling good.
Everything looking good with the second stage as we cross the 3-minute mark. Soyuz now traveling at a speed of about 4,700 miles per hour. And the core stage performing as expected. It's 56 feet in length, 13.5 feet in diameter. That single engine with 4 fuel chambers, providing between 178,000 and 222,000 pounds of thrust, depending on where they're at in the Earth's atmosphere. Getting away from Shane Kimbrough there in the right seat, making his first flight into space on this Soyuz spacecraft. Second stage going to continue to burn until the 4-minute, 43-second mark. At that point, they're going to do what's known as a hot stage, where the third stage will ignite while the second's still burning. This is why the Soyuz has that small open grating area in between the second and the third stage. Just past 4 minutes into the flight now, continuing to get good calls, everything looking normal with this ascent. Again, the whole process today going to take about 8 minutes, 45 seconds from that liftoff until the Soyuz is in its initial orbit.
250 seconds and YPR nominal and everything nominal on board, and the crew is feeling good.
And standing by shortly for the ignition of the third stage and the jettison of the second. And with that, the third stage ignition confirmed. The core booster now separated in an altitude of over 105 statute miles. So that third stage single engine now providing 67,000 pounds of thrust, burning for 4 minutes and 2 seconds, and is going to deliver the Soyuz into its initial orbit.
The crew is feeling good.
Нормально.
330 seconds and third stage thruster is operating nominally.
Chinesischen Astronauten gelingt Andockmanöver an Raumlabor. Mission wichtige Voraussetzung für Bau von eigener Raumstation.